again this week. Once again, we're joined by Austin and Eli.
What's up?
As I introduced him before in the last one, Austin's kind of the podcasting, what I call wizard. He's got the experience in it. I don't.
The experience in podcasting, but cars, not so much.
Not so much. And Eli's my camera guy when in my videos. He helps me a lot in the videos. And yeah, he's another car guy, so he's another one here that I like to bounce car conversation off with. Sidekick, yeah.
I'm the Robin.
So,
Are you the Dick Grayson, though?
I don't know what's going on the GoPro. We'll cut this out. Alright, so this week I want to talk about the new Giulia from Alfa Romeo. They actually just released pricing on it. They're going to start out at $37,900, so about $38,000, and then the next tick up is about $40,000, and then the one that most people will be excited about is the Quadrifoglio.
Yeah.
Probably not pronouncing that right. The Quadra. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing it right, but that one's going to be at $72,000. That's got the 2.9 liter twin turbo V6, 505 horsepower.
That's the only one that people actually care about.
Well, I'm sure they have the other baseline ones for just a sedan, basically, to offer lower trim levels. And the but the big top dog sounds pretty cool. 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds.
Well, supposedly it's supposed to be the answer to the M3. Is what I was hearing.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to drive one. I was told that I could drive one by Glenbrook.
Amazing.
Yeah, because Glenbrook Dodge here in town, they're also Alfa Romeo.
Have you driven an M3?
Uh-huh.
So that's good. You'll be able to compare it then. Pretty good.
Well, not the new M3. I drove the older, the E92.
So, what is it about this one you're looking the most forward to?
I love how it looks. I think it's so pretty. Look it up. Pull up the Alfa.
It is a gorgeous car.
What's it called? It's an
Alfa Romeo.
I'll give you the spelling there.
Romeo.
Yeah.
Italia.
Oh, that is it's a very nice looking car.
It's a gorgeous car.
Yeah, and that, like, if you click on that one, the carbon fiber lip is actually an active arrow.
Yeah.
So it goes up and down.
There's a lot of carbon fiber features in the car. I know because you can either get the traditional stock seats, but you can also get carbon bucket seats as an option.
And who did you say makes this one?
Alfa Romeo.
I've honestly, and I'm not just doing this as a joke, I've never heard of them in my life.
They were out of the country here for a long time. They've been over in Europe and everything.
Now, are they under a maker, or are they literally their own independent, separate company?
Ferrari.
Oh, okay.
They're under Ferrari.
The brand almost died, though.
Kind of like what we were talking about last time with the
Viper.
The Viper.
Well, the Viper was a car, but I heard that the actual company, Alfa Romeo, was having some issues.
But they're obviously back in business.
Yeah, this is trying to get out there with this. Hopefully this will do good. And
well, their big intro back into the United States was the 4C, which everybody thought was kind of weird. You can look that up. I think the 4C is a beautiful car. Because it was an exotic, kind of like a mini supercar. And that was their first introduction back into the United States. But the big reason why Alfa Romeo kind of left the United States was because reliability issues.
How long ago was that when they left?
I'm 100% guessing. I think it was in the 70s.
Oh, so not just a few years ago. We're like decades ago.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be their first make reintroducing, is what you're saying?
No, the 4C was. It's been here for a few years now.
Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying.
So they came back with a sports car, which everybody's like, well, if your issue was reliability, why would you come back in with a high-end exotic? Because that thing started at like $70,000 or like $68,000, and it's had issues. Because cars like that in that kind of niche area tend to have issues.
Oh, yeah.
So
just maintenance alone is outrageous.
So you think this one that's coming out is going to be more... it's more improved and half the cost of that one that came out?
Well, this is a totally different car.
Yeah.
The Giulia is a sedan.
Okay.
The 4C is just a little
That's a sports car.
Mid-engine
So,
sports
so
car,
the one you were
two-seater.
just mentioning is not a sports car, technically.
It's a sports sedan. They have.
Thanks, guys. I'm here all week. No, literally, I'm not making any of this
I
up.
know.
I honestly don't know.
To compare it to you, to help you understand more, it would be compared to the Charger Hellcat.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me look that up real quick.
It's a 4-door car that goes fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sports sedan.
Okay.
So you got the M3, you got the Chevy SS, you got the Hellcat. Those are all sports sedans. So they're not technically a sports car. They're just really, really fast 4-door cars.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Thank you. No, it does.
Would you agree, Casey? Or
Sorry, I was lost in looking up, trying to find this press packet for the Giulia. Our studio audience has a cell phone on.
thanks, Miguel.
It wasn't Miguel. You butt. So the one he was mentioning is what you were saying. It's just like it's a fast sedan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Sports
not.
sedan.
You give that over here. Here, just give it over here.
Somebody lost their job. Oh boy.
You butt.
Should I put a cut mark here?
No, it's fine. I'll recognize it and cut it out.
Recognize the awkward 5 minutes of silence.
The icing him. So I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's really, really good looking. It's going to have the 8-speed automatic transmission that is in like the Challenger, or no, excuse me, the Charger.
Yeah.
And I think the Challenger has it. Yeah, the optional
Now, you said
automatic.
You said automatic, but will it come out as a manual too? Is that pretty?
No, the Giulia only will have the 8-speed automatic.
Do you know if the US, if we're going to get the diesel option?
On this, they don't mention any diesel option. All they
Because I knew in Europe they have a diesel option.
stinking. It's no fair.
But the car seat
Yeah.
or the seat is going to be on the wrong side of the car, though.
It'd still be cool.
The seat will still be on the same side. It's the steering wheel that you have to worry about.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm pretty excited about this car. I know I've said that like 4 times now. Base models are going to come pretty well equipped too. I don't know if you saw that, Eli. I don't know what all you were able to look up. But it's going to have the a 2.0 liter that'll be able to do 0 to 60 in 5.1
Yeah.
seconds. So that's not going to be slow either.
So it's going to be faster than the cars in 60 seconds.
What?
The movie with
Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh,
I don't even know where to go with that.
That's what I'm basing my knowledge off of.
The Nicolas Cage movie.
What are cut to the next subject.
All right, yeah, we'll jump to. We're gonna try to jump over to snow driving. You're from California, Eli, so this is all new to you.
So we're just going to push you out of here.
No, he's learning
yeah.
how to drive in the snow. And
Yeah.
did you grow up in this area?
Oh, yeah. Born and raised.
Born and raised. So, you ever had any fun stories of crashing in the snow? Or
The one that comes... I'm sure I have, like, handfuls, but the one that comes home to my mind first is... I remember I was doing something I wasn't supposed to, and my dad caught me while I was on the road. And he was like, "You need to come home right now, son." And I was so mad at him, like, "Whatever, Dad, I do what I want." And, like, I remember going, it was a back road towards Busco, and I swear the road was named, like, G-Sing or something. It was like, it was a weird name, but it had literally, like, a 90-degree curve on one of those dirt pack roads. I remember, like, oh crap, And then, I immediately went, I swear, half a mile into the field. And then I had to immediately call him and go, Dad, I need your help.
You?
Yeah, it's been definitely interesting for me. When I first moved here, see, I learned how to drive in Southern California. So, year-round, it's between 80 and in the summertime, 115. So, I always had traction. And I'm a pretty confident driver. I get too confident. And so, the first, it was actually a freezing rain. A little bit different than snow, but same premise. And I was like, I got this. And so, I was going to school. And there was a car coming this way, and I had to turn into the school. I'm like, whatever. I went forward because my first car was a 97 LS Camaro. Rear wheel. Not the best for icy conditions. And so I turned, floor it, and brake right into the school. There's a huge red stripe.
Hit the school.
I hit the school. And today there's still a large red swipe across the building from where I swiped it.
Now, we've egged the school before, and I still see the streaks to this day, years later, but
Wow.
they never fixed it?
No.
Just red paint on the school.
Well, they had these light poles, and they were yellow, and there's a building. So it's yellow pole, red, and then the building, red. Yeah. I think I just turned around and went home. So that was fun.
Sounds like a solid
And
plan.
it wasn't even a school you were attending, right?
Well, it was my sister's school, so yeah.
Did you at least pick her up?
I think I was fueled with rage.
Fine. Keep going. I got that other camera running.
I don't even remember what I did after that. I just remember being like, Indiana!
So how many winners have you had out here now?
This is going to be my third one. It's going to be my third winner. I think I'm doing better.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You have four-wheel drive now, right?
Yeah, I have a truck. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to drive my Carrera in the snow. That would be very sketchy. But
Probably
I might do it
idea.
just... No, I'm not. I hope not.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Do you have any stories, Casey?
Oh, snow. Driving in the snow. I used to love to pull the e-brake and go around corners. I had an old Camry. That thing refused to get stuck. It was awesome. I went to yank the e-brake and slide around a corner out in the country, and it didn't slide. The front just pushed.
That's nice.
It went straight into a field. And I was able to back right out. Just put it in reverse and just backed right out.
That's awesome.
So that's the only one that comes to mind winter driving. I've always been pretty... I used to play around in parking lots all the time, do donuts, and
Yeah,
that
I
taught me
think-
a lot of car control.
I think anybody out here has nothing else to do does
true.
that.
It's true. Yeah.
It's funny you were saying e-brake. That's actually, it's instinctive for me personally. When there's icy roads, instead of hitting the main brake, I do instinctively think about the e-brake.
No.
Only because I know how the car swings.
If you're turning, if you're drifting, sure.
Well, I mean, if I'm heading towards a curve, when I hit the main brake, it seems like I go towards the curve more.
Right.
But if I can, it's almost like I can correct myself most of the time by putting a little bit of the pressure on the other wheels.
Okay, I could see that working.
I mean, it's honestly, it has worked for me.
Yeah.
I swear.
What do you drive?
A Yaris.
Yours.
Short wheelbase.
It's a Toyota. I didn't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We did know.
I know you guys knew that.
So I asked for Facebook questions last week. This is going to be a little bit shorter of a podcast this week, if my iPad would work. Facebook questions that I put in last week, they came in as we were recording last week. But this guy, Lucas Doerman, he asked, "What's the highest horsepower car that you have ever driven?" Why don't we go around? I'll start with Eli.
Driven was a CTS V modified. As fast as I've driven. It was one of my professor's cars, and we were doing work on it, and I had to bring it into the garage, but it was a large parking lot, so Yeah.
Oh, on the road. Let's say on the road.
road?
Not in the parking lot. Parking lots don't count.
My buddy's El Camino, he had a 383 stroker and some tunes with it. He was pulling about close to 900 horsepower, and that was super scary. That straight, it was fine, but if you try to turn it whatsoever,
Broke loose.
yeah. Oh, that thing loved to fishtail. It loved fishtail.
There's no weight over the back.
No. I remember we threw sandbags in the back one time. It still wanted to slide. Yeah, that was a fun car.
900 horsepower?
Yeah. He had a nitrous kit. Yeah, it was a fun car.
So 900 with nitrous or?
It was nitrous.
Okay. Do you know what
So,
was running?
See, it was bored. It was about it was about 800 horsepower from the engine, and then it was like 150. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a while ago. I've been a passenger, though, in a lot of high horsepower cars. I've been in a twin turbo modified Impala Super Sport 71, and we were racing, and the water pump exploded. And we were 158, close to 160.
Are you looking up previous cars you've owned to figure out the horsepower?
I'm trying to think of the fastest car I've ever drove.
And as you guys learn, I have a lot of experience in crashing. The more stories you guys are going to end up hearing.
Okay.
As passenger, I'm a decent driver. Just gotta clarify that.
Okay. You find it yet, Austin?
I drove a Volkswagen Jetta once.
Which one? Was it the GTI?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Was it Seth's?
No, that was a Golf.
Oh, okay. So
This was Chad's.
Chad.
Ward.
I don't know what he had.
He had
Was it a
Jetta.
VR6?
It was a 5-speed. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So it's probably the 1.8 turbo. Probably a little under
Oh yeah.
200 horsepower.
I'm trying to, I have a Yaris, but I don't think that's. I think that's probably at the lower amounts I've
Probably.
driven.
Probably.
I had I want to say a 2000 Chrysler Sierra once.
Sebring?
Sebring, yeah.
Yes, Sebring.
That one had, I think it was a 5-liter in it. But I don't know if it was the most horsepowers.
I don't know if they ever put a 5-liter engine in a Chrysler.
It's not the highest is a V6, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. Like
It was a 6, yeah.
a V6, yeah. That's probably the highest horsepower, though, because it's got more horsepower than the
That
Jetta.
car stunk so much. I bought it from some girl who just graduated high school, and it stunk so bad. I don't think we could ever clean it out.
It wasn't just a bad car. It smelled bad.
Cool.
No.
I think it went out less than a year. I had to get something else.
So it probably wasn't delivering as much horsepower as it could then.
I have no idea.
No, probably not.
I don't know how many horses it would take.
Okay.
I am what every car lover hates about society.
Well, it's funny because to me, when I meet a guy that's like 0% into cars,
Maybe even the negatives.
it's confusing to me, like because it's always been for me.
So
Cars
important.
are just like 100% what I love and am into, and
Yeah.
when I see another guy, I'm like, oh, he likes cars too. I mean, he's got to. Sometimes that's not the case.
I mean, I hang out with guys all the time, and most of the guys I hang around love cars, and they like trucks mostly. And I'd ride with them, and they'd be like, "That's a nice GMC," or "That's a nice Ford," and they would tell what they would like about it. But I like that car because it's better than mine. I like that. Like I would keep saying it. Like I like that car because it's better than mine.
I'm always surprised when I'm driving. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this woman in this smart car or this Prius, and then we end up going to the same place, and this guy comes out of the car. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I love my smart car.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So the highest horsepower car I drove was that Nicky's Camaro. So 600 horsepower, but It's probably it felt one of the slower that I've driven.
You know what? That's an important thing, too, is because a lot of even car guys, they're like, oh, horsepower this, horsepower that. There's so much more to it.
Yeah.
Because like that El Camino, like, a ton of horsepower, but it didn't go anywhere. As soon as you floor it, the tires are smoking in the back, and it's like, yeah, it's a ton of horsepower, it blows your eardrums out, but, I mean, my Carrera could probably beat it. And,
What, street light, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah, there's a lot of guys that built...
Sorry,
There's a lot of guys that built Hondas that had tons of horsepower, like 400 or 500 horsepower, and they're no good.
And I know my buddy, if he's watching this, he's cringing right now that I just said that my Carrera can be his El Camino. He's probably so mad right now.
Yeah, I don't want to condone any challenges or anything. So. but
drive responsibly.
The GTR, that was rated like 545 horsepower.
Yeah.
So not a lot less, but less horsepower than that Camaro, and it felt 10 times faster.
Exactly.
So, and it probably is.
Well, that's all-wheel drive too.
Yeah.
So that has a lot to do with it.
But the GTR is probably the fastest car I've driven.
Torque has a lot too.
Right next to my buddy's Evo 9. It's modded. It was a lot of fun to drive. But.
I love modded cars.
So, and then the last question that I got, I'll pull up the name here, was Nate Badillo. He's actually an old friend of mine. I think he's down in Arizona now, but he said, will you ever review old cars? And about the oldest I have right now that I've done was that Celica All-Track. It was like I can't remember the year. That's bad. But I would really like to review some old muscle cars. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
My dream classic car for a long time was the GTO Judge. They're just so rare though, but they're beautiful cars.
Yeah.
I love the GTO Judge. Firebird 2 or a Rally Sport Camaro. All amazing cars.
See, I drove an old 69 Camaro. I don't remember if it was the SS or the RS, what it was exactly, but it was an automatic 350, and it was so disappointing. Yeah. Because it didn't feel fast.
Well, that's the thing about muscle cars, too, is like he's pulling up these pictures right now. They're beautiful, beautiful cars, and they're cars that you have posters of in your room, because they're beautiful. You're like, the designers did good, but the thing is drive-wise, the technology wasn't there.
Right, yeah.
Reviewing-wise, like, oh, should you buy this car? Is this reliable? No, it's not going to be a reliable car, and it's probably going to break down soon, depending on the car. But are they beautiful? Yes. Are they collectible? Yes. Are they worth a lot of money? A lot of them. There are some that showing you the bikini ladies.
I think I could get more into cars.
Yeah. It's a little bonus.
I'd like to review some old muscle cars on the channel, just to more.
Yeah.
Well,
it's called thethrottle.com.
And this is a big misconception too. Just because you have a good-looking car doesn't mean you're going to get good-looking girls. That's a huge misconception.
It's like Axe body spray.
If you buy a car to try to get women, you're buying a car for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
Yes.
I know when I got my Camaro, I'm like, oh man, the chicks are going to love this. You get a lot of old guys. Like, that's an amazing car, man.
Does that have a V6 engine in it?
Well, all right, that covers pretty much everything I wanted to talk about tonight. So I want to thank you guys for bearing with us through this one. This was a little bit. We had more people in the background, so I think that made us feel a little. It made me a little more nervous, but but thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out my website, Carguments.com.